Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Kate. So a quick update. I am obsessed, absolutely obsessed with this project that I'm doing. Today I wrote down my point B, spent some time there because I did it so many times from my head. You cannot imagine. Like, it was almost every month for the last couple, like maybe 4 years, I would say, because it was even before the war. It's when I started being a self-employed, and I've been self-employed since 2020. So almost 4 years I've been doing this points B, and planning how will I get there, but it was all the time from my head. And today my task was absolutely new for me, regarding from what state of mind and emotional condition I was getting that point B. So when it was from my head, just quick explanation, yeah, it was all so structurized, so logical, and the main thing was that it was, you could feel fear in those statements, like and insecurity, and for example, it would be, I want to make X amount per month, or I would like to, damn, I forgot. When you're not in that state of mind anymore, it seems like it was in some other reality, or it was like ages ago, or maybe it was not me even. So I have this feeling, so now I have to put efforts into recalling it from the memory. So it could be like, my partner is supposed to be this and that, or have this and that, and it was some little clarifications that would show that I'm scared and I would not trust it anyway. Like, he has to how did I say that? It was something like, he has to love me and show me that he loves me in a certain way, or something like that. Like, if you read that, you would think it doesn't seem like love. It seems like she's building those criteria just to so they serve some traumatic experience. And today what I did, I came from the place of my feelings, and actually in the morning when I woke up, first thing I did, when this state when you in between sleeping and waking up, like this, when my consciousness is not fully active and I'm still like in the dream, but at the same time I'm not sleeping. So this is the best time for me, was to visualize and listen to my heart and my emotions, my like childhood dreams, where I am absolutely me, naive, dreaming, and all of that, where there is no adult voice in my head like, oh Kate, come on, it's not a reality, you just making up stuff and all of that. So when I'm not judging my true desires and my true wishes. So in that state, I visualized my relationships, my life, my career, and my kids, future kids as well, because I want to have kids. And yeah, so and I made the whole list a whole list of things. Probably if you pause it, you will see it if you're that interested in my life, which I doubt, because everyone is interested in their own lives. So basically, this is more about my conditions, yeah, because when I say I want 1,000,000, actually I don't want 1,000,000. In the reality, I want the feeling of the security that 1,000,000 would give me, and probably in reality that 1,000,000 would not give me a feeling of the security, because feeling it's what's going on inside of me, not what's happening outside of me. And it's like on the surface, but we rarely pay attention to it. So it's very important for me to memorize it for myself, and for you if you didn't know that, or maybe you just need to hear it one more time. When people want some things, they usually do not want things, or do not want people, or do not want go to places. They want a feeling, to get a feeling, and as a condition to let themselves to feel that feeling, they create those goals or those objectives to get the feeling. So for example, I want something new. I just like the feeling of something new, of changes. I like the spirit of change, basically. So what if I don't understand that? Every time when I want to get that feeling, I would say, I want to buy a new thing, or I want to go to a new place, or I want to travel to a new country, or I want to meet new people, etc., etc., etc. When in reality, I just want to get that feeling. So some people do that in constructive way, some people do it in a destructive way. So for example, when I had like my eating disorder in its peak, this desire to get something new was about buy some new kind of chocolate, or new sweet, and eat it until I get like a feeling like I'm drunk or something like that. So it was destructive. But when I figured out that that is my need and it's my value to experience something new, I started thinking like, what are other ways how I can get that feeling in the constructive. So yeah, sorry, my phone is I need to get rid of some files. It's not enough memory there. Which everyone's problem, I assume. So so this time I wrote down my emotions. What do I want to feel? So in most cases, for example, when we want to like I said, have something new or meet someone new, it's more about the feeling. And the feeling you can let yourself feel even without outside things or environment or other people. So I wrote down things like, I am happy, I am loved, I feel support, I love, my heart is open and healed, and stuff like that. So my partner loves me and spoils me. Yes, I want this, I know. I'm very selfish gold digger, officially. Yeah, you can call me like that. I don't mind. Yeah, I have amazing loving, caring, and supportive relationships with my family and friends. So, and stuff like that. I am healthy and all of that. the thing, and number one thing to everyone who suffered and went through abuse in any form, at any stage of your life, I wrote down this number one thing. I am my number one priority. So why I mentioned about abuse, because if you went through abuse in any form, any stage, at any stage of your life, maybe you've learned that needs of the abuser, and in the after that, in everyone's else needs are number one priority. Maybe you're doing this subconsciously, or maybe you see it and you're not happy with that, but you don't understand how to change it. So this is because of this. Yeah, because if, for example, you were a kid and it was a matter of life for you, if you obey the abuser and satisfy their needs, his or she's needs, then you will survive. So it became like a surviving mechanism to put needs of the abuser on the first place. So then when you overcome it and move on in your adult life, for example, or when it happened to you when you were a teenager, you will instinctively think that this is the only way to live, and you will put needs of everyone else on the first place. It's like number one priority, because subconsciously you think this is the only way you will survive, and they will do stuff for you, they will love you, etc., etc., etc. So it's not true. It's not. It's just one of the models that was used to survive when you were small and not able mentally, or a nerve system was not able to process the abuse that was, or to protect you from the abuse and satisfy your needs in a healthy way. So it depends from people. Some kids are more sensitive, and it could be a small thing that damaged them. Some kids can be more like thick skin, yeah, and you could do all sorts of things to them and they are not bothered at all. It depends only, very individual thing. So yeah, because I was super sensitive, it was no need for me to go through terrible abuse. It was just neglect and some form of physical abuse, which was and still is existent in the world. So it was nothing like super special. No one was trying to do anything terrible to me. It just, I was too sensitive to any kind of abuse, and so I put that number one thing for myself. Also, the thing that after I mentioned everything that I want to have and everything that I want to feel and everything that I want to express, I wrote down one important thing, and it is this: I deserve it all. Yeah, and I do not have to apologize, or I do not have to feel bad about things that I will get. Because the most, you probably have heard it in any language about this bucket with crabs. Yeah, if one starts to try to get out from the bucket, the rest will try to pull them this crab down. So in my culture, it was like in a severe form because of the Soviet Union mentality, where every single person in the country were supposed to obey and fulfill the needs only of one person, of one dictator. So it's still going through the generations, and it still are in families, and it's like still passing from one person to another, from generation to generation. We slowly getting rid from that. And one of the things that it was, you're not supposed to have any wishes, any desires. You're not allowed to express any of your wishes. You have to stay quiet. You have to live very quiet and average life. Do not stand out. Be generic, yeah. And if someone had, because it was the revolution in 1917, I think, it damaged a lot of people in a mental way, because people at that time who were really smart, like businessmen and women, who achieved a lot, they were killed because of the things that they achieved. And it was like a huge lesson for the whole generation of people, that it's better not to have anything than if you have more than average, you can lose your life, basically. So the fear was so strong to get a better life, so people would hide anything above average, so no neighbors, anyone should not know that you have more than someone else. So if you have something more, for example, in my case, if I feel better than my neighbors, if I have more than my neighbors, I would feel uncomfortable in front of them because of that historical moment, basically. It has nothing, no logical explanation, nothing, only the history behind it. So we all carry this burden from trauma that was like 100 years ago and even more. Yeah, but still it's in our mentality, and slowly I'm trying to get rid of it. And pronouncing this phrase like I deserve it all, and I don't have to feel sorry for having that, I don't have to feel bad for having that, because I just decided to have it, basically. Everyone can decide it, everyone can start doing what I'm doing, all of that, and they will have the same results. We will see what I'm gonna have in the end of the day. So there is no such thing if you are Ukrainian or if you are American, you can do this. Anyone can do this. So everyone can make a decision to start moving into the direction of the life they want to. But for some reason, some people do not do that. And then they maybe jealous or show jealousy or show disrespect towards people who decided to have it. So it's not logical as well, it's just some glitch that is going on in our human system. So, but it exists, and I want to let myself just to have and get what I want without any fears, without any feelings of like guilt or whatever, because I just decided to have it. It's the choice that anyone can make, so I don't have to feel guilty for choosing a better life for me. Like one of the commenters under my videos was trying so hard to blame me for me posting videos and talking to people and accepting donations and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you definitely have issues, you have to do something with that, go into therapy or whatever. But blaming me personally, you don't know, for me expressing myself and accepting help and trying to make my life better. Are you on drugs or what? I don't understand. Like, what is happening here? If I see someone Like this girl that I've started binge watching, one girl on YouTube, and she's like, she has way more than I have. Like she lives in luxury basically. So when I look at her, I'm like, wow, so you can do that, you can have it, wow, it means I can have it as well. It's not like something outside of this world. So when I see things like that, when I look at people making their own businesses, achieving success, I'm only happy because they made it. It means you don't have to be an alien or God blessed or whatever to achieve this. You can be just normal human being, because I can see their own glitches, if I can say so, and I see that they are normal people. It's just they decided to be committed to the choice of having a better life. So so what I want to say, I got obsessed with this project, and today I spent time feeling what I want to have, what my point B will look like. And it was uncomfortable, because I'm like, in my head I already started track it, like the fear that was there, like behind every my wish, it was a fear that I will not get it. So I have to form it in a special way, so it will definitely happen. So I was trying to control it somehow, instead of just feeling it and let it just write it down the way I feel it. So it took me time to calm myself down, and just relax and write down it how I feel it, even if it's not right logically, not clear logically, not the way it's supposed to be, how they talk about it in books, videos, and all of these life coaches, whatever. I just wrote it down the way I felt it, and I'm very proud with that work. And tomorrow I will start dividing it into blocks of different aspects. So I will take the list and I will mark, like, this is from the sphere of personal life, this is from the sphere of money and career, etc., etc. So I'll break it down into groups, and I will find some really nice affirmations, and maybe make my own affirmations, and will break it down into groups, do affirmations as much as I will find and will have time. Probably I will not have time, because tomorrow I have a lot of stuff to do. Damn. Anyway, I will find time for this thing, and maybe just in my head to have some idea. And then I want to record them, but probably during the weekend, so I have time and peace of mind and all that. So this is it for today. And today I was thinking a lot while I was working. I was like, Kate, damn, I love my job. I was like there cleaning, I'm like, it's such a great job. I mean, I was surprised today to just feel it, because I thought like, oh, it's just temporary, I will quickly find something else. And today I was cleaning and I was like, I love it. Honestly, I love it. I don't know why. I cannot explain that. I didn't see myself there. But maybe, then I was like analyzing, maybe that my inner child that had that dream, actually, it was my childhood dream to be a housekeeper, cleaner. And that girl is happy, actually, because I took her dream seriously. I really accomplished that dream. I really made it reality. Maybe that's why my feelings are so good about it. So yeah, it's so strange. Honestly, I have no logical explanation to that. I was living all my life in my head, and my head is absolutely like not digesting what's happening now about this job. It's only my heart, and I'm like, damn, I was so right to take that job. I was so goddamn good. I trust myself more. I feel myself more. I believe in myself more. It's so strange and funny. Like, I thought that I would believe myself if I make $1 million. I would believe myself if I don't know, find a partner and build amazing relationships. But now I'm here and I trust myself more and I believe myself more with that accomplishment. And I don't know where it will lead me, but definitely I like the feeling. I hope it will inspire you to go through your memories and find your childhood dreams, and maybe just for one time, just a little bit to to think about it. Maybe you can accomplish some of them, and check how would you feel about it. What would you feel about that? So thank you so much for your time, for your attention, for listening to me. I do apologize for the sound from the previous video. It was just, I spent 2 days trying to fixing it. My both phones, they were like in denial, absolute denial to help me. They were rejecting me. I couldn't upload it. I couldn't change it. I couldn't edit it. It was just, and during the night I finally decided, I finally was able to download it to YouTube, and I woke up in the morning and it says it's still uploading. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's like, that thin line between persistence and going against your, how to say, against your fate? No. It's like the way that is there for you. Oh, forgot. Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, sometimes the line is when I'm trying to do something and it's going everything against me. It's not easy for me to understand in the moment. If I have to give up and it's the universe or whoever is telling me that, Kate, you don't have to go there, it's better not to go there, or it's a test for me to check how badly I want this. It's like, but I think now when I said it, in the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because if it's something that I want, I will have it anyway. And if it's something that I don't have, it's better for me not to get there. If I go there anyway, I will have some experience and learn something from it. So, yeah. So I wish you all a great time of your life. And thank you so much again for your time, attention, and listening to me, and for your comments, for sharing your thoughts and opinions. I appreciate it a lot. And see you tomorrow.